Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently in the danger zone. It took us a long time to respawn up over here, and we may end up losing a couple of systems over this way. They can currently enforce peace. We can as well, but we'll see when they do this. The AI usually does it fairly quickly, but sometimes they just sit on it. We'll see if they do here. We're going to try to take back what we can, but odds are good that they're going to take these from us. Yeah, there it is. So I'm not surprised about this. That's very unsurprising. Actually, they took Teropia, not Edamon. That's kind of better for us. Okay. Well, we will get our revenge on them here, for the record. We will get our revenge. We will get this back. We will make sure that we don't have any of these gaps here. Do we have claims on this immediately? We do. We start with claims on that. Okay, cool. So that's good to know. I do want to make some claims on the Republic of Hypnis here. Now, they've been fairly nice to us thus far. Actually, they're currently belligerent to us. I'm going to make claims here, and that's it. Then we're going to come down over here, and we're going to make claims here. We're not going to go to war immediately. I just want to have those claims available. So we're going to bring all of our fleets back to Nightbirth at this point. And the question is, where's the expectant swarm? And where are you intended to go? They're going to be back in, like, 3 months? Okay. Well, we need to work on a couple of things here. We need to work on our economy, but we still need to work on our military. And we need to focus on that military work. I do want to send, like, the Able Swarm out over to Maradetta, because we need to eliminate these pirates over here, right? That's definitely a thing that we need. But, I mean, we're out of the war, which is nice, but losing these 4 systems is unfortunate. I'm just very sad that they attacked here as quickly as they did. But fair enough. Fair enough. That wasn't too bad, all things considered. And we can promote some leaders, but I really do want to work on economy here. Volatile motes were at -20, and exotic gases were at -0. We do very much need to be working on that. Resources from jobs will be helpful. Let's take a quick look at what we've got here. So our Empire capital, we can just resettle this job. And I'm going to move them somewhere like this mining world, since we are negative on minerals right now. Everin Prime needs a fair amount of work here. Now, they were occupied. I'm going to put in a chemical plant. Then I'm going to upgrade our system capital complex. Then I'm going to put in an industrial district. For now, that'll be good. This tech world needs a little bit of work, and I'm going to get an advanced research complex here. That's going to hurt our exotic gases, but we can address that in a moment. The cash compose is over here, and I want to move it over to the CAM system. And the cash build is in Dahlberg right now. We definitely want to head to Firmathrios and build a hyper relay down there. So we're bringing everyone back. We're going to be upgrading our ships, and we should probably...
Incoming transmission.
I'll just let these continue building for now. A negative trait, sure. These embassies are okay. Cool. We should probably come up over here and talk to the Republic of Hypnis and be like, look, we want to improve relations with you. I don't want to fight them, although if we did, they would be limited to coming through Vardavar. There would only be the one front there. In theory. So that's not that bad. Our main problem here was we had many fronts, and we couldn't get around quickly enough. Which we will be working on fixing that, to be clear. That's where a lot of our expenditure is going to go. But this getting cut off up here is non-great. That's for sure. Like I said, we're going to have our revenge on these guys. Absolutely. We know that we can take them. It's just a matter of when and choosing our own battle time. We just hit the cap on minor artifacts. I do think that we should probably reverse engineer an arcane technology. Cool. 10% research. We'll sell to private collectors. And let's find some... Consumer goods upkeep? Sure, I guess that's fine. Not ideal, but it is fine. Okay, so we're going to head out over to Maradetta. And we were working on also building this connection up over here. Can we build gateways yet? Not yet. Okay. We can activate gateways, but I don't believe we can actually construct them. We can upgrade the science nexus, though, and that's something we might want to work towards. Probably not a terrible idea. We're going to run out of volatile motes in 12 months. Yeah, we're working on getting our minerals and our energy credits under control. I want to check in on our edicts right now. What do we have going on? We have a recycling campaign. We have research subsidies. We could probably do mining subsidies here. And capacity subsidies. That'll eat into our unity. We'll see. I think we'll be negative in our unity here. We might be able... Oh, just barely negative. Okay. That's fine. We can probably back off on something. Perhaps not the recycling campaign. Maybe we just back off on the mining subsidies. We'll see where that puts us in minerals. We have this Forge world here, and I would be okay with this going into like a quasi-mining world, to be honest. We'll put in a mining district. That should be fine. Volatile motes is still a big problem, and we, of course, do need to deal with that. So that's all looking fine. We have these guys in position here. How much do we have queued up for our shipyard at this point? It's quite a bit. You know what? Let's go ahead and cancel all of this. Will that give us enough? We've been... Oh, yeah, this goes back up to the top. We've been working on... I'm just going to cancel everything here. We've been working on getting things put in here very quickly, and we've apparently been making more alloys than we can build from our shipyard. We've got about 14K right now. I'd really like to get this Nexus. We're 1 month tick away from this. Let's do that. So we're going to get this, but first I want to hop into our ship designer and get some ship upgrades here. So what can we upgrade? We're on level 5 Marauder missiles. That sounds good. No problem there. Hyperdrive 3 still. No Afterburner 2s. Still level 3 Plasteel armor, so no upgrades to our corvettes available. We could definitely go... We're currently researching Stormfire cannons, right? Right. Okay. With that being the case... we should probably wait to upgrade until Stormfire autocannons are done. The expectant swarm down here, I'm just going to disband that. We're not going to wait for it to make its way all the way back up over here. We've got the alert swarm and the rigged swarm here. These are both a pair of frigates. Can that move into, say, the planned swarm? Yes. Those can move into the planned swarm. Perfect. So that'll be fine. We should be eliminating these guys pretty soon here. Beautiful. And this will get us 2 volatile motes as well. So that'll be 10% of what we need. That's not bad. Beautiful. This will also net us some minerals from destroying this. Keep us from needing to buy for a little bit. Anyway, a couple of months. So let's head on back to Nightbirth. And yeah, we're going to get repairs here. So we'll head on back to Nightbirth. We are going to build our mining stations. And then we're going to come over to Astarte and build a hyper relay. And that'll keep that ship busy for a while. Cool. Now we should have enough to upgrade our Science Nexus at Ascension's End. So we'll definitely do that. What are these fleets in Pulbank here? Can't actually select them. What is this route? I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, whatever. Sure, that's interesting. I'm going to forbid access into this system for now. We're restricted from traveling here because of the spaceborne organics. We don't want to go that way. Cool. So we're building our hyper relay in Firmathrios. That looks good. Losing this war up here, I mean, this wasn't a big loss, right? It was a minor loss, but it was not a big loss. And we will get our revenge on that. So that's fine. How are we doing on those Stormfire autocannons? 15 months on that yet. Okay. I want to check in on jobs. How's that going? We're still working on Everim and Tiamat. Okay. Noted. So that'll be reasonably okay, right? No doubt about that. We can bank alloys while we are upgrading Ascension's End. That's going to be a slow process. So that's underway. That's going to be like 15 years to get that upgraded. So it's definitely good that we got that invested now. All of these guys should be fully repaired. Cool. And we're going to head up to Stratal after we're done here, and then into Kellandine. Excellent. We do need to buy in additional alloys, or not alloys, additional minerals. Alloys would be nice to have, but we don't strictly speaking need them right now. We're banking them because we're waiting on Stormfire autocannons. Maximized productivity will be very, very good for us. No doubt about that. This agro world needs a job. It's currently fairly maximized as far as agriculture goes. I'm going to put in a city district here to get a building slot. Okay, now if we were to fully max this out, that would put us at 700 and cost us 25,000 alloys. Yeah, that's about what I expected. So that's reasonably fine there. We have about 10% of the alloys that we needed. This Forge World needs a job, and we're still negative on minerals. I'm interested in putting a chemical plant in here, though. We can expand this further in the industrial district category. We need more volatile mote generation. Now, there's still going to be 2 additional volatile motes that we're going to get here. So that's good. But losing these systems does hurt us a decent amount. We would be positive right now in minerals if we had them. And losing Vernier does suck. So we're going to look to take that back over eventually. But right now is not the time for that, obviously. We're going to be truced for a bit, and we're going to attack them eventually. We're going to look to take over this border gore here and take this.
Upscaling
I want to check
complete.
in on the Republic of Hypnis. Okay, yeah, it's looking fine. No major problem there. And there's those volatile motes finally under our control. Beautiful. We'll queue up a hyper relay out over this way. Should we just queue up all of these hyper relays? Hang on, we just had a first contact event. Okay, that's exciting. We'll build a hyper relay all along here. Do we have the rare crystals for it? No. I'm not shocked about that. We would need like 3 additional rare crystals worth here. We can do that. That's completely fine. So we would build a hyper relay here, here, and here.
Research actualized.
Technically, we don't need the one in Everim, but I want to have it there. Okay. So we ran out of volatile motes. That's to be expected, I suppose. And we'll buy in 50 of them for now. There's maximized productivity. So we'll see what that does for our overall economy. That'll be very interesting indeed. Starbase cap would be good. We could definitely use additional shipyards. But we have the capacity right now. So maybe take the synergy for them. That'll be fine. Stormfire autocannon is close, but not quite there yet. Looks like this has reduced our mineral amount currently. Okay, we'll go up to 400 for the time being. We can definitely resettle onto a mining world here. Oh, we don't have the energy credits. We'll have to wait for the month tick. Sure, that's fine. So we'll get this resettling going as soon as we can. Any moment now. Did it accept the click? No, it did not. Okay, there we go. So that'll do. This mining world, of course, has 2 jobs, and we're going to put in a mining district. In fact, I'm going to sell off some food here, and we're going to buy a bunch of minerals, because we know we're going to need it. We need to upgrade our planetary capital. And for now, that's okay. We'll sit here. I would like to build additional mining districts here, but we don't actually have the jobs for it. So there's not actually a point at this moment. Irregularity is crystalline. Okay, living crystals here. Exciting. Our volatile motes shortage is dropping, and that is reducing our resources from jobs by 5%. Oh, we're about to run out again. So we should definitely sell off some dark matter here and exchange that for volatile motes. That'll do for now. Are we negative on exotic gases? Yes, but only barely. Okay. Well, we definitely need to do some economic work, right? No doubt about that. We're going to have Stormfire autocannons unlocked in 3 months, so that'll be good. We would love to get some improved efficiency on our mining. We'll see what our available engineering options are. I expect them to be fairly minimal. 4,300 days on our science nexus. Yeah, that's going to be a while. But that's fine. We are already, like... Oh, contraband. Cool. We're already, what? 8% done here, maybe? Something like that? That's not bad. Fascinating creatures indeed. So we got some influence out of that.
Market leaders
and
request
we
contact.
can... Oh, right, we have all this debris. We absolutely should be researching this debris. I completely forgot about it. So we want to research this debris down over here. I want to send this science ship up this direction to research this debris. And then we've got additional debris out over here. We only have the 2 science ships, correct? I believe that's correct. Where are our civilian ships? Yes. Okay, so in that case, this guy should come up here and research up this way. Beautiful. That's definitely something we should be doing. I completely forgot about that, but we absolutely should. Once we get onto the hyper relays, we should move around reasonably quickly on that front. I'm a little surprised there's no research down over here, but sure, that must have timed out already. That's fine. Stormfire autocannon coming through with the next month tick. Although this mining world does need a job. And what do we want to put in here? Well, obviously, we want to put in a mining district. There's no doubt about that one.
Research
Minus
actualized.
11 on volatile motes now, and there's Stormfire autocannons done. Beautiful. What do we get next? I guess reactive armor? Sure. So let's hop into our ship designer here, and we can get some upgrades going. Not on our Corvette, but perhaps on our frigate. Our frigate doesn't have huge amounts of evasion. Maybe we want to actually be doing some form of armor hardening on this. But for now, this'll do. So we're running level 1 space torpedoes. We can definitely upgrade to Stormfire autocannons. That's certainly something that we want. And we're on regular combat computers. We should probably go to advanced combat computers. That would be helpful. That's actually something we can do on our Corvettes as well, right? Yes, absolutely. So we do that. For our destroyers, we will upgrade to Picket. And we can upgrade to level 3 Stormfire autocannons. That's excellent. Beyond that, do we want to run afterburners on our destroyers? I think I'm going to ditch this, and we're going to go for a shield hardener. And that's it for now. Once we get our armor hardening, we'll get some of that going as well. Okay, so that's our destroyers done. For our cruiser, we're going to go to line advanced combat computers. We can definitely go to level 4 guns. That's better than nothing. I would love to have level 5 at this point, but it'll do. We can ditch our auxiliary fire control. I'm going to put a shield hardener in, and we'll have the other one be an auxiliary fire control for now. And hyper shields, yep, that all looks good. So cruisers are done. So battleships now are going to be running something along the lines of this. And we're going to, of course, be running advanced combat computers. Eventually, we're going to swap these over to something different. But for now, that'll do. Shield hardeners as well, I think, will be worth doing. And then for our Titans, we're just going to, yeah, run full ballistic here is okay. We want them to be just chilling way, way back. So there we go. That'll do. And we're running shield capacitors right now. We're going to run a shield hardener, and we're going to keep that shield capacitor. Okay, now I do want to upgrade our night birth station to a citadel. I also want to come down... let's think here. 1, 2... Revok makes this slightly awkward, but we could definitely build one here. Okay, so I think we're going to build a shipyard here. We're going to build a shipyard in Ascension's End, for sure. Those two are going to happen. And we'll have fleets based out of those locations. I do think that we should probably build one up here, although I'm loath to build a defensive station up here. So we can put a shipyard there, there, and there. And I think that'll do. This is close enough to Nightbirth that I think we can get around reasonably well. If we decide it's not a good situation, we can repurpose Revok and potentially... Yeah, that's not grabbing past here anyway. That's a theoretical possibility. Yeah, that'll be the plan for now. So we are going to need to get these all upgrading, right? And that's going to be reasonably expensive. That'll eat up our alloys for a few months. Not a tremendous amount of time. But we'll get those going. And we're going to get these shipyards underway fairly soon. That is going to tremendously increase our ship output. And we definitely want to resettle somebody over to ideally another mining world here. Boom. There we go. And we can put in a mining district here. We can also upgrade our mineral purification hub and put in a second mining district. For now, that's what we'll do there. That looks
Special
good.
project actualized.
Crystalline entities are unbreakable, huh? Crystal infused plating. Or just energy credits from jobs. And that's what we're going to go for here. Beautiful. So that'll be good. We're still negative on volatile motes, right? That's definitely a thing. And we're going to get our revenge on these guys. The only question is when. They're currently considered equivalent to us with a superior economy. We're working on our economy, though, and our economy has grown by leaps and bounds. No doubt about that, and our technology is much better than it was as well. So all things considered, we have a lot of investments happening, and those will pay off, but they're medium to long term, right? So it's going to take some time. We're definitely seeing these fleets upgrading. They're getting a lot more powerful. And we have all of these queued up right at this point. I would like to... Let's see, we're still building our hyper relay here. So next, of course, we're going to build our hyper relay in Maradetta and make our way out this way. That's all of the hyper relays that we have planned for the moment. So after that, we're not going to put any resources into those. It is going to cost a lot of alloys to get these shipyards ready to go. No doubt about that, but I do want to have additional shipyards and fleets in some slightly better positions. Now, Vinjim is set up as a generator world right now, which is slightly awkward. Slightly awkward indeed. We're barely above water on that crime situation. Okay. I'm going to replace this administrative office for now with a mineral purification plant. Cool. So that'll produce enough alloys to run its own industry, probably, is my guess.
Ships upscaled.
That would be the idea anyway. So we're definitely making our way through these upgrades. We want to upgrade our defensive stations eventually as well. Those are, of course, fairly expensive to do, to upgrade those to citadels, but that would be something that we'd want to do. The first contract enforcement fleet... Wait, are we still base size of 110? Has our fleet size come up? I want to dismiss this guy for the moment. 120. Okay. So with that in mind, we can expand our fleet sizes by 10. So I want to add in 5 here. And then 5 here. Like that. So 36 and 36. Beautiful. Has our Titan cap come up? No. Okay, noted. So 36 and 36. Wait a sec. No, this should not be that. This should be 33 and 33. Because we have space in here for the Titans. So that's fine. We can do this, and that will, of course, increase the amount that we need to build back our fleets. No shockers there. 33 and 33. There we go. And I guess we can grab this trait. Monthly consumer goods. Ship weapons range, hull points, monthly alloys. We'll take the monthly alloys. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to run out of volatile motes in a few months here. We should probably buy in a few.
For a cleaner
there we
galaxy.
go. And we got some debris. That's some really nice debris, actually. Beautiful. So that will unlock us a decent amount of technologies. That's always good. And we're going to continue to work our way through this. Are we done with queuing up our upgrades at this point? We must be. We have 2.8k now.
Research
So that's
actualized.
wonderful. These stations are about 2/3 done, and there's our synergy forum done. What do we want beyond this? Ute Astronomical Interferometer? Sure. Speaking of which, did we ever build out here our building that we intended to build, which was... Ooh, moat harvesting traps. With a planet limit of 2. We need a posthumous employment center as well. What I intended to build out here... Oh, we can build crystal mines, too. I wanted to build the Faculty of Archaeo Studies, though. We'll get that queued up for now. And then a bunch of city districts. We're going to need building slots there. That's going to be exciting. We're going to run out of minerals in 10 months. Hopefully we'll get that solved by then. But if not, we'll buy in more. We have armor hardening coming in 2 months. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to prepare for our revenge on the Galactic Information Entente. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. That is not the button I'm looking for. There we go.